new poor, and I'm old poor.
For 2 days, so they'd gone a bit hard by the time I got around to eating them.
Old poor means that you know what it's like to not have money and not eat.
Showing the struggle meals they ate as kids that grew up below the poverty line, and some of them shits are straight up diabolical.
I am very fortunate to live in Oregon where we have tons of nonprofits.
Them garbage bags, goddamn, $10.
Financially comfortable aren't even trying.
If you've never been poor, shut the fuck up!
The poor in America don't look the way they used to be. Now the new poor have jobs, degrees, homes, and careers, but still they're struggling to survive in this cost of living. So what happened between the old poor and the new poor today? You guys let me know down below the comment if you have eaten white rice only or go with an empty stomach only. Let me know down below the comment and make sure you guys subscribe.
Please don't scroll past this video. I need to ask you for some help. My family needs groceries and I have bills that are past due and I'm currently broke. I don't have a job. I'm looking for a job and I'm trying to get some money to come in, but it's not coming in yet. And so I need direct support in order for my family to survive. I'm third person with 3 eyes at Cash App, Ko-Fi, Venmo, and PayPal, and any amount that you could send would be a huge help in feeding my family this week. I'd really appreciate it. If you can't send anything, that's fine. Likes and shares help too. And comments, of course. Comments are wonderful. So let's think about something to comment about. Who's your favorite Ninja Turtle? Personally, I like Michelangelo. I hear a lot of people liking Donatello. I used to not understand Donatello because he was so high-tech, but he fought with a stick. But now I just think that's kind of badass. But ultimately, I like the party animal. I like the party guy. I like Michelangelo. I also like to tell people that Buddha's not short for barracuda because barracuda reach a maximum length of 5 to 6 feet, and Siddhartha Gautama stood over 6 feet tall. So if anything, Buddha's long for barracuda. But that's just a personal habit.
I hate being poor. Because that's what I am. I'm fucking poor. Oh my god.
I'm sad because I live a life where I'm so poor that I have to take opportunities that make me feel kind of used.
I just got home from the unemployment office, and it occurs to me that there aren't enough of you that know how to be poor. I was sitting next to a guy who was really freaked out about how he was going to make his car payment, and I'm like, you call your bank and ask for a deferral. Not to shame him, but we got to talking, and he legit didn't know that you could ask for up to 2 a year with most banks. You can also ask your local housing authority if they have any scholarships if you're worried you're not going to make rent. My dog has a vet appointment tomorrow, and I am very fortunate to live in Oregon where we have tons of nonprofits that help with animals in need for people who are unemployed like me. I'm still waiting to hear if I qualify for SNAP and WIC, but the first time I went to a food bank was when I was 2 years old. And shit, I know every food bank in a 50-mile radius, and most give out grocery vouchers nowadays anyway. And if there are any other bills I don't know how to pay, then I'll probably just call 211. They know every nonprofit in the area. And do I wish I were a billionaire instead of learning life lessons? I mean, like, yeah, but at least I'm resourceful.
I've seen a lot of talk about old poor, new poor, and as an old poor myself, I've been poor my entire life, I want to impart this bit of knowledge. There are certain things that we do not skimp on. Dawn dish soap. Always buy that. Buy it in bulk, refill the bottle. Trust me, it will last longer than you think it will, and it's an investment. 2, do not skimp out on your body care products. Do not go to the Dollar Tree and think that dupe lotion isn't going to potentially break you out. There are always sales. If you like Bath and Body Works and that is your jam, there are multiple sales a year. Put money aside, shop the sales. If you like higher end stuff, go to TJ Maxx. A lot of the times you can find much cheaper stuff. You're going to have to use it pretty quick, but you can find the name brand stuff cheaper if you just know where to shop.
These people keep asking me why I'm not afraid. I'm worried about money in this new economy. See, they don't know how to live without money. There was called new poor, and I'm old poor. Okay? I'm all right.
Hey, here's 3 tips for the new poor from an old poor. When you have a bunch of apples and you make apple pie filling out of them, but you still have a bunch left, chop them up. Doesn't take long at all. Reused plastic bags. Freeze them for dog treats. You can get more than 1 cup of coffee out of a pod. I get up in the morning and I get 10 ounces out of this first one and come back later and warm it up with a 4 ounce. Everyone knows now that you could cut these in half. It makes the perfect size. After you're done with it and if it's become kind of rank, rinse it out really well, throw it underneath the sink, and use it to clean up really gross messes later. Clean out pots that have been like burnt on the bottom or have grease build up or something. Then I throw it away.
Does anyone else eat their kids' leftovers? We all know I'm not a fan of food waste in this house, so when one of the kids had an £11.50 takeaway pizza and didn't eat all of it, you bet I'm going to eat the crusts. I'd left these in the box on top of the microwave for 2 days, so they'd gone a bit hard by the time I got around to eating them. I'm going to chuck them all in the air fryer, heat them up a bit, and hopefully they'll be edible. I always used to microwave any leftover pizza, but it annoys my husband so much that the habit has left me. He's very much an oven user when it comes to reheating pizza. I must admit we've had this air fryer for years, and I still only use it on one setting. It's kind of like the oven, bang everything on at 200 and hope for the best. To save me extra washing up, I'm using the same plate that my daughter just had her dinner on. I forgot I had this bit of hummus left over from Tuesday's tea, so I'm going to dip my pizza in that. This is one of the few things I bought from Lidl that I can say tasted pretty good. I don't know how long I'm supposed to put these in the air fryer for, but I poked them and they're warm so they can come out. No point cooking stuff for longer than you need to. Should I class this dinner as technically being free? It was crusts that were going to get binned otherwise. Don't shame me for double dipping, I am the only one that's going to be eating this hummus now. I guess I can technically say now that I have had a takeaway. It still tasted pretty good for 2-day-old pizza. I'm sure it was nice fresher, but I'm glad I got to eat it. For some extra money saving, time saving, my husband then used the same plate again for his dinner. It saves money and more water and more washing up liquid for extra pots.
People are showing the struggle meals they ate as kids that grew up below the poverty line, and some of them shits are straight up diabolical. And this just reminds me that, yeah, don't have kids if you cannot afford to provide, because they will grow up eating moldy bread.
Old poor to new poor. Let's talk. So it's gross and it's rainy and I don't want to go anywhere, but we're still going to have to eat. Thankfully, I have food that I keep at all times. That way I don't have to worry about situations like this. What, you ask? Well, you know what? I'll share. As an old poor, I will always keep sugar if we have access to it, flour if we have access to it, rice if we have access to it, at least a few pounds of each, but at this point I'm trying to get into like the 20 pound and up. I will always try to keep beans of some kind, canned and dry. I will always keep canned vegetables, as many as I have space for or can afford at the moment. I will also always keep dry beans because you never know. Now, personally, we don't drink a lot of milk, but we cook things like mac and cheese a lot. So I always keep milk on hand. I always keep cheese. Like the big bag of cheese, yeah, you buy that once a month and yeah, it might be $15, but you're not going to need to buy cheese again for the rest of the month. Another thing I keep is bouillon or some kind of like better than bouillon because yes, I do make the majority of my broth right now, but you never know. And the beauty of having all of this on hand is when you go, hey, I want to make mac and cheese because it's already in your house. You don't have to think, do I want to go buy milk? Do I want to go buy butter? Do I want to have to go buy supplies? You say, I got everything I need right here. That mac and cheese or whatever meal effectively feels free almost. That broccoli cheese soup I'm about to make, it might feel to my wallet like it's free, but it's about to taste rich as F. Boy.
You guys, they threw me for a loop. They don't have the mini bottles. Don't tempt me with a good time. How am I gonna do my suitcase?
So I am what you call old poor. Old poor means that you know what it's like to not have money and not eat and not be able to go to like the basketball game or whatever, wherever you want to go as a kid because you just don't have the money. Now, old poor people, and I don't mean old like I'm old, I'm only 43, but people that have been poor their whole lives, right? Like have nice things when they can get it from like the Goodwill or somebody like donates them or we get a nice birthday gift, right?
The problem is when you're old poor, you know that you can't just buy stuff when you want it or get new stuff or get new clothes or whatever. So being old poor, I have this pan. It's an all-clad pan, right? And if you know about all-clad, which I'm going to have to use two hands here to get this stuck and these open. Anyhow, when you have something like a nice pan like this, one of the things you're afraid of is ruining it because you know you could never in a million years afford another one, right? You know that, I know that I can't buy another all-clad pan if I F this one up. So you tend to take care of it, and you tend to, really make sure that things are going good with it. My question is would I be bringing in weird, bad energy if I bought a pan from Goodwill and brought it in to be my simmer pot? Because I feel like as long as I clean it with some moon water or something, it'll be okay. But I'm old poor and I don't want to ruin this pan because I keep getting a ring around it and having to scrub it really, 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 really good. And I'm afraid I'm going to ruin it. And I'm old poor and I can't afford a new pan. So I don't want to ruin it. So that is my question while we're making this lovely concoction this morning. Once again, filling it with good stuff. It's going to be nice. This is vanilla extract. Be careful, be careful, be careful. Be careful. All right. Anyhow. So that's it. I'm old poor and I'm afraid of bringing in bad energy because this house is already effed up. Are we going to be all right? Because I don't want to ruin my all-clad pan. Yeah, let me know.
$15 for a new hamper from the dollar store? Nope. I'm old poor. And voila. New handle.
Come extremely low income grocery shopping with me. I am finally at Hannaford to pick some much needed food up. Unfortunately, I did go back to the eye doctor today because I needed some more testing done. And what insurance was supposed to cover, they did not. And so our grocery budget is not nearly what I thought it was going to be, but that is okay because we are going to stay positive. My little boy desperately needs some fresh fruit and stuff in the house. So let's go inside and we can see what we can find. If you see this video, please let me know if you could travel anywhere in the world. Where would it be and why? I have about a $35 budget I am working with, so let's go see what we can find. First thing I'm going to do is strawberries, one thing of blackberries, and garlic ketchup. And my favorite pasta, so I'm going to go ahead and have it. Trying out thin cut pork while I am on a super strict diet right now due to all of my health issues. Chicken is like my only source of protein. So these are all crazy expensive, so I'm going to try and find one that isn't, at least two that I can break up for the next couple of days. Those are a little expensive, but these are my son's favorite chicken nuggets. He does the hot tea, very selective for me. Alright, we have some cereal at home, but we definitely need some oat milk to go with it, so I'm going to grab one. I think one or two of these for breakfast for the next couple days, just until payday. Last thing I'm hoping I'm able to get is dairy-free cheese for Riley. I just got out of the store. I am absolutely freezing. I can't believe I forgot a coat. It is snowing, and so it was a madhouse in there. Please don't judge what I bought. As you guys know, my son has autism and sensory issues, and so I always try and work our budget around that. Obviously, I wish that I could have grabbed more, but that is okay because Friday is payday for hubby, and so I'm hoping that we're going to be okay until then.
Now come in this bitch, get some garbage bags. Goddamn garbage bags high in the motherfucker. Damn garbage bag, goddamn $10. $9. God damn. Everything high now. Goddamn, hold on. Goddamn Ziploc bags. $8 for some Ziploc fucking bags. They got the $5 boy. But god damn. Everything high as fuck now. Goddamn Tupperware. And I'm in Dollar General. This shit crazy, motherfucker, man. They stay moving shit. I got lucky. These bitches here was goddamn $7 for 25 bags. Arm and Hammer style. Hefty. But god damn. Damn that $10 plus tax for some garbage bags. Shit.
somebody say that they wanted to go and apply for like government assistance and go to the food bank, but they were saving it for the poor. Baby, once you start contemplating going to the food stamp office and the food pantry, you are the poor. You are the poor. And it's okay to be the poor. Like, there's nothing wrong with accepting the fact that you're the poor. That's why I always say there's a difference between the new poor, the old poor, and the always been poor. Sometimes the new poor has trouble accepting the fact that they are poor. Because at one point, they were doing okay. But the cost of living rose and their income stayed the same. So what was once a pretty comfortable middle class lifestyle is now a lower income lifestyle. And their habits are not matching their wallets and they don't know what to do. Like I say all the time, it takes skills to be broke. It takes skills to be broke. And you can learn a lot from us old poor. Like us old poor, we be fine. Like we be broke, we be like, okay, I got a bag of beans and some rice. I'll be good. I'll be good. Baby, I got 10 more miles on my car. I will make it home. We'll worry about getting to the gas station later. That's all I'm saying.
First of all, I just want to say welcome to all the new poor people out there and thank the economy and the corporations and the government. But as us old poor people are just so used to this lifestyle, I want to welcome you in open arms. I want to let you know that there's no judgment here. Old poor, new poor, we are all one. Here are a few tips to help you navigate your new life. Print out your bank account statements, go through every single line item. You're going to stop spending stuff on garbage. It's up to you to choose what garbage is. You're gonna make humongous meals, big ones. Maybe you're gonna take all Sunday and cook, and then you're gonna freeze them, and you're gonna eat them. You're gonna take what you have and make it work for you. We have a wood stove. We dry clothes by it. You're gonna watch what you spend your money on. You're gonna learn how to do things, like cook and sew, so that when your clothes get holes in them, you don't have to throw them away and buy new ones. You just repair them. Instead of trying to find amazing things to do outside of the home, you're going to find amazing things to do inside of the home. Like start a family band. You will throw nothing away. What I'm trying to say is you don't have to spend money to be happy or cool. Being old poor is kind of like a badge of honor, and I'm so happy to share it with you guys. Being new poor is going to be uncomfortable, but I promise you, I'm here for you.
I don't think any of this is going to work. I don't think my current situation is going to work. I don't know how to support myself. And I don't know what to do.
Yo, so I gotta get another pan, right? So I came to Family Dollar. Oh my God, who mama had? Bitch. This shit is $5.30. You go to the Dominican spot, they got them for a fucking $1 each. Like Family Dollar bugging. And it's fucking dead silence in here like somebody died. They were just playing some music. I don't know what the fuck happened. They need to put it back on. Dead. I would fucking hate to work in a store and it's just dry, no music. I need me some aluminum foil. These motherfuckers better not charge me an arm and a leg because a bitch cheap.
How much?
I let it go for about $40.
$40?
Look.
Where am I? Oh shit, we got another one? A new poor! We got another new poor here. Poor? I'm not poor. I think she might have hit her head when she fell. Sweetie, the stock market crashed. That's where you fell from. You're what we call new poor. New poor? Right. We're old poors. We've been doing it. You're new poor. No, I'm just looking for... Wait, bring back the... Why are you pulling the ladder up? Bring it back. I can't stay here with the poors. Oh, bless your heart, sweetie. They pull the ladder up. You're not going anywhere. What am I supposed to do? First things first, pawn your jewelry. My jewelry? This is a family heirloom. Can you eat them? Eat them? Can you eat the jewels? Because if you can't eat them, you need to sell them. Because you're new poor and you need money to eat.
I don't have any money. I'm poor. I eat dinner by myself. I can't, I guess, keep anybody. Work life's been hard lately. My personal life is crap. I feel guilty for not feeling things, and then I feel guilty for feeling them abundantly. I haven't been a good daughter. I haven't been a good friend. Haven't been a good daughter to God. I feel like I'm mad at him. Which I am. No, I don't feel. And I know I'm not supposed to feel that. But I also am not going to lie about it because he already knows. And I know that there's purpose behind this all. But I'm also just like, what is the purpose? What is the reason? What is my why?
Yo, motherfuckers be laughing when I tell them I'm broke, but I'm refrigerator full broke, gas tank full broke, dogs taken care of broke, you know, rent paid broke, bills paid broke. You know what I'm saying? I just don't got the money to be going out and just, you know, splurging every Friday, Saturday night. You know what I'm saying? I can't be going on trips every weekend. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to, but you know, we working to it. You know what I'm saying? So when I say I'm broke, you know, I just don't have the funds to participate in unnecessary extracurricular activities at the moment.
Call me cheap, but yes, I save freezer bags, bitch. I buy the same thing over and over. I always buy sausage patties. I always buy hash brown bites. So when I run out of the hash brown bites, why would I throw away a freezer bag knowing I'm going to buy some more in a couple of days? Why not just put the freezer bag in the freezer and save it, and when I buy more hash brown bites, I put it back in the damn bag? Look, everything is motherfucking high. This economy is the highest I've ever seen in my entire 32 years of living, Lord Jesus, and I live my own now. Boy, and when I was in my mama's house, I probably would have threw away the bags. But bitch, I buy the bags now. I buy everything now. We gonna save this shit. Amen?
I want to say the reason I do this is because I'm like caring about the environment and wanting clean ingredients, but the real reason is because I'm frugal. See a little bit of vinegar, like that, maybe a little more. I don't know the exact proportions. Who knows? Sometimes I just clean with water, so it doesn't matter. We're gonna do one spray of this. That feels right. Then we're gonna fill it with water. I'm obviously using a reusable bottle because it was cheaper to buy the cleaner and then reuse it than to buy a bottle to begin with. Put the lid on. Vinegar, clean. We're gonna clean. Also, I use reusable cloths because I'm caring about the environment. Honestly, no, because I'm cheap. So we're gonna clean.
Today's recession meal, hamburger helper. We finally hit hamburger helper level poverty. My kids are having it for the first time ever in their little lives. And while it doesn't hit the same way it used to, still good.
These are things you're going to need if you are, tip number 2, into falling into homelessness. You're going to want to have a backpack that you can reasonably carry. Do not leave it with anybody. Do not trust anybody with your shit. In that bag, you're going to want to have changes of underwear, changes of socks. This is very fucking important. Changes of socks. If your feet get wet and you do not have a change of socks, you're going to end up with trench foot and you will be fucked. I'm just telling you. You're going to want to have hand sanitizer in case you have to use the bathroom outside or you don't have something like that, so you don't get hepatitis A. Then you're going to want to have alcohol wipes in case you cut yourself somewhere. If you can get those little packs of antibacterial stuff, all kinds of cuts and bruises and weird shit happens when you end up being homeless. I promise you. Promise you, you're going to need that kind of stuff. Toothbrush, toothpaste, they're nice to have. Brush your teeth when you can. I mean, it definitely helps if you can have those. A reusable water bottle. You can find them fucking everywhere. Planet Fitness, I'm sure people have left in there when you go in there to take a shower. A reusable water bottle. You need water. Your brain needs water to function. Every time you see water, you have an opportunity to fill that water bottle up. You're going to fill that water bottle up. If you have medications, you're going to keep your medications with you, period. You are not going to leave them with anybody. You need those fucking medications. All your IDs and that kind of stuff, you're going to put them in a plastic bag in there and carry it in your, get a sports bra, carry that shit, or get a very, very tight. You're going to want to have shit in here that you are not going to leave, that people are not going to be able to fuck with. Even if they rob you and take your backpack, you need to have that stuff if you don't have a trusted person that you can leave that stuff with. Other things that are nice to have, dental floss and a needle to be able to sew up your clothes. That's another nice thing to have. You don't necessarily have to have that. A couple changes of clothes, a base layer of warm, and then stuff that you can easily take off. So, now they have even those bodysuits and stuff like that. That actually does help keep you warm. Anything that help keep warm. Leggings. So I would suggest leggings. Then on top of that, pants. Long sleeve shirt. Then on top of that, a t-shirt. Then on top of that, whatever your base layer is going to be. Just think like you're taking you're basically urban camping is what you're doing. But those are my absolute essentials. There's other things that are good to have. Narcan, you want to have that. But if you're in a rural area, maybe not as much. But Narcan is good to have. There's other things that are good to have. But that's my main list.
Cooled and heated cup holders.
That car is so privileged, it comes equipped with a bumper sticker that says All Lives Matter on the back. Oh, we're coming out swinging. Let's go. I've never been called poor so aggressively in my life. Credit Karma just sent a notification to my phone and it just said LOL. My truck is old enough to drink. In fact, my truck is old enough to go and rent other trucks. This is my wife's car and it's pretty nice, but it still has poverty switches on it. That's the blank spaces in between buttons where you're like, I wonder what that button would do if it was a real button. They want us to mingle on this app. This showed up on my FYP. I didn't realize I was just going to wake up and get my feelings hurt today. Heated and cooled cup holders. I have a cup holder that is designated for loose change. Heated and cooled cup holders. And I've got a faceplate that I take off for my 6-disc CD player. Ain't nobody gonna steal my burnt copy of Rascal Flatts' Greatest Hits. I'm so used to driving old POS cars that when they did that auto start-stop thing, on the test drive of this one, I got out and started pushing. Sir, the engine stops when you're at a red light. I know, mine does too. This is freaking poverty muscle memory. Standard equipped with Chick-fil-A coupons and a let me talk to your manager button. Is there a great value brand of that car? Like bag cereal, you got Magic Marshmallows and Lucky Charms. It's the same thing, kind of. That car is so privileged that it just watched this video and changed its Facebook status to thoughts and prayers. But I'm sure that there's going to be people in the comments who tell me I could have that if I had X, Y, and Z, and it's my fault that I don't have money. Anyway, I'm going to go cook some ramen noodles.
If you're old poor, keep scrolling. If you're new poor, this is the first time you've really been broke. I'm going to tell you a way to feed yourself when you run out of money for groceries. Now, before you run out of money, before it gets to that point, go and buy a 5-pound bag of potatoes from Walmart or something. It's $4. You can cut them up so that they have, the nuts on the outside of potatoes. You want 2 or 3 of those in every chunk that you cut out of the potato, right? You can plant those. It's sustainable. They grow pretty well in many, many different environments. And as far as carb sources go, they're probably one of the more better ones in terms of micronutrients. So hopefully this helps someone. Bye.
If you're poor and you don't want to be poor anymore, you should stop listening to music and instead start listening to Dan Martell, to Myron Golden, to Cody Sanchez. If you have other people that you are listening to because you're in the process of clawing your way out of being poor, or you're not poor anymore because you don't listen to music and you listen to people like that instead, post them below because I would love to follow some new people.
The people who are saying that it's impossible to be financially comfortable aren't even trying. All I'm being told and all I'm reading in comments is whataboutism and excuses. Like, people are saying, oh, it's so expensive everywhere, you can't get by, it's impossible to survive. And I provide receipts, and they say, well, that's not everywhere. You can't do that in New York City. Of course you can't do it there. That's not New York City. In New York City, the average income is higher than the point I proved. It's impossible to budget your way out of poverty. Meanwhile, they're still going out to eat, getting Starbucks every few days. They're dyeing their hair, getting tattoos. They're not even trying to create a budget. But there's no jobs out there. You've applied to 20 jobs for a position that requires no skill. You are competing with 5,000 other people, and you don't have a good personality like a lot of them do. Yeah, but the billionaires are taking our money, and the government takes 40% of every dollar that you make, and you don't complain. Then you vote for higher taxes. There's no jobs out there, and if they exist, then they don't pay a livable wage. After you said it's good to import H-1B immigrants and illegal immigrants to replace you for cheaper, you're just a bunch of unskilled, lazy, uncharismatic people who want a handout because you're alive.
If you've never been poor, shut the fuck up with telling poor people what they need to do about literally anything. The advice sometimes of, oh, you should have just gone to the dentist. How about I couldn't afford it? Oh, you didn't have dental insurance? I couldn't afford it. Just buy a new one. Just buy this and it will solve your problems. I can't even afford to buy food right now. If you have never had to consider where you're getting your next meal from, or consider using literal book pages to wipe your own ass because you can't afford toilet paper, I personally don't want to hear about your thoughts on what poor people should do.